Hello again. Welcome everyone out there in YouTube world. Thank you again for tuning in to Crisis Truth in the Philippines. I know many of you returning subscribers may be a bit surprised to hear my voice, but I felt it necessary to make this video because of the overwhelming request for my live voice. Some people said they were not too happy listening to the AI voice. I find it helpful. I find it easy to use, so I was using it. But I mean, I have to give the subscribers what they want. And since they were asking to hear my voice, I'm humbled by the fact that you actually want to listen to me. So anyway, it's been a while since we actually uploaded a video here on Crisis, but I thought it necessary to do something because for so long we haven't done a video, and many people emailed me, asking me why we have not done a video. And the reason is primarily is because initially most of our videos centered around these foreigners who were coming to the Philippines and then hooking up with Filipina and scamming other foreigners for money, for all kinds of various things. As you guys remember, people like Brian Smith, Brian Ahern, Terrence Flannery, just to name a few, who had all kinds of harebrained schemes and were enticing foreigners to send them money, never repaying or never even turning a profit on anything. But most of those guys have pretty much disappeared because I think a lot of the foreigners who were actually supporting them realized that they were just pretty much a waste of time. They do still have a few subscribers. I looked at their channel, and they have the same amount of subscribers, but their views, sometimes if they get 500 on a video, that is a lot as compared to the thousands they were getting before. And it really didn't warrant for me to be doing any video on these people, and I thought I would just let the channel run as is. But what I have noticed most recently in regards to foreigners is a shift in the whole system of the scamming. And it seems that foreigners from overseas are being scammed by Filipina. And I noticed there's a lot of channels now being devoted to these foreigners who are being scammed by the Filipina. And the foreigners go on the dating site and they're looking for a Filipina. I think the word is that Filipina make very good brides. They're very committed. They're very conservative. And you can get a very good wife. And I am led to believe that's true. I've been coming to the Philippines since 2007, and I know quite a few people who met Filipina back in that time, like even around 2095, 2010, up to that time. And they have remained with the Filipina. The Filipina has remained with them. And there's some age difference with some of them, 15, 20, even 30 years. But I think at that time, a lot of the Filipina were actually looking for a foreigner to help them out of the poverty and the squalor that they were living in. And getting a foreigner, even with a mediocre pension or income, is way more than what they could earn in the Philippines. And having a foreigner such as that would help them get out of poverty, help their family, their parents, and all of them pretty much have somewhat of a better life. But as I say, recently, maybe since could be 2015 onwards, and now it has actually culminated into a rampant virus where Filipina are going on these dating sites and enticing these older men. And remember, most of these older men, probably 40 and up, they cannot even get the time of day from a girl in their country. They say hello to a girl and she'll just look at them. The girl will just look at them in disgust. You know, what's with this old man, this geezer, as they call them. And then they come to the Philippines, or they chat on a dating site, and they get this beautiful 18, 19, 20, 25-year-old telling them they're so handsome, age is just a number, they're tired of the Filipinos because they're all cheaters, and they're looking to settle down. And they give the foreigner the whole spiel about why he's the perfect one, and his brain turns to mush, and he doesn't realize that he's 50, 55. What the hell does that 18 or 20-year-old girl want with him? And then after a very short period of time, all of a sudden, you know, she's sad because her phone is broken, or she has some bill to pay, her sister has tuition, some sort of story. And the foreigner, being in this desperate situation where he's thinking that if he doesn't succumb to her requests, she's going to leave him and he's going to become an old decrepit man living alone, just probably whacking off in his basement for the rest of his life, decides to start sending her money. Then she tells him about building a house and buying a car, and the fool just continues sending money. So they fall into this trap. I've seen many, many videos of this same thing, and it just goes on and on. Before I actually came to the Philippines, I decided to check out these dating sites, and there's one called Pina Love, and the girls are abundant on that site. And safe to say that when I joined the site, I put up a fake profile, a 75-year-old man, businessman, retired, and I had abundance of girls contacting me. And I started chatting with these girls, and they were hitting me the whole spiel about I was so handsome, and well, not me, but the picture that I put up was so handsome, and age was just a number, and they're looking for somebody who understands them, and blah, 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 blah. And I continued talking to them, and then they hit me with the thing that they need money. And my response was, well, I can't send you money now. I don't know you. I've just spoken to you. And they pretty much disappeared. And I'm talking about speaking to maybe 100, 150 girls. And lo and behold, I could not get one girl that was committed, that wanted to meet me when I came to the Philippines, who was talking about marriage and having a family and all of that thing. And that was all because I was sending no money. Not that I told them I would not send. I said, well, I have to know you first. I need to talk to you. I need to come to the Philippines. I need to go to your barangay, meet your family, even go to the barangay captain, and so on and so forth. And they found that I knew too much. I knew about the Philippines. How did I know what was a barangay? How did I know about meeting a barangay captain? And these kinds of questions they were asking me. So they were pretty much aware of the game, and they disappeared. And I actually ran into a couple people on my trip coming to the Philippines, and they were talking about meeting a Filipina, and they were talking about, they met the girl and she's this perfect girl. And I told them, well, let me check it out for you and see, make sure you're not making a mistake, make sure you're not gonna end up in a problem. And being able to speak the language, knowing my way around the province, knowing my way around everything, I went and I did some research. And one of these guys, he's a fool. He's a guy from, where is he from? Toronto. His name is Terry Behan. And I'm putting his name out there because I want people to actually let this guy know. And he's talking to a girl who's professing that she loves him so much and she wants to be with him. Yet the girl is married with another man with 2 children. She has an outside man from her husband, and she's had a child with that man. And now she's behind this guy. and the friends that she has in the barangay, she's making jokes about him and talking about the guy. The guy is, I think, 65 or 70 years old, that the guy cannot even get an erection. He has a dead cock. He can't even service her, and she's just waiting for him to die, so then at that time she can get his money. And this is just one of many stories. And I've seen some videos on YouTube with some of these old men with young girls, and they're like a hog in heaven, and they're not realizing that they're being taken for a ride. Most of the time they pick up these 20-year-old girls, and there's one clown that I see, I don't remember his name. He has a bunch of tattoos. He has a cross on his face. Maybe somebody can tell me what's the channel name, or put it in the comments. But this fool picked up a girl who already has a child. I mean, she's gorgeous, she's pretty. I mean, no guy wouldn't want to bang that 3 times a day. But he, has the fool that he is, you know, professed that he loves his wife, built a house, bought a car. And remember, foreigners cannot own a property in the Philippines, so it's in her name. And he feels that she loves him so much and he's the one. But he can just wait and he will see. And again, on YouTube, there's so many of these foreigners that on Rafi Tulfo, these guys are actually talking about how much millions they've lost. You go, I saw in Pampanga, there's one foreigner there opening doors at 7-Eleven because he ran broke. There's another one that's sleeping under somewhere in Angeles, I think, sleeping in the street because he's broke. There's a number of them in Cebu. There's so many of these foreigners who came here with high expectations and high hopes, and they've ended up broke. And I'm hoping that the Philippine Authority decides to put a stop to this and stop these foreigners from coming here to marry these young girls, or if they hook up with these young girls, let them do a proper screening at the NBI or the barangay to make sure that she's serious, she's not married, she doesn't have some outside guy and all these kinds of things. And I just wanted to talk about this because I notice it's very rampant. It's something that seems to have taken over now, where the foreigners are being scammed their money by these Filipina. And again, once the Filipina starts talking to them, their brain turns to mush. And the one point that anybody looking at this should take away from the video is, do not look for a girl on a dating site. Do not go, especially Pina Love, that's scamming 2.0. Do not go on to Pina Love. There's only scammers on that site. You're not going to find a good girl. A lot of the other dating sites, while they were good before, Christian Dating, Filipina Cupid, all of these were not bad 10 years ago, but now it's overwhelmed with these scammers who will post up photos. Another red flag, if you're looking at a girl there and she posts a bikini photo, right away X that off, swipe left. That is not a girl that you want. Any girl that's gonna post a bikini or half naked photo there is definitely a slut, prostitute, or scammer. But do not look there. Do not look on a dating site for a girl and hope that you're going to find true love. I'm going to do a part 2 to this video because it's getting a bit long. I don't want to, have people get bored. But I'm going to do a part 2 to this video because this scamming thing is all over happening in the Philippines. It's rampant. Even in the US, there's some stuff going on. There's a site called Social Catfish. I'm going to go through some of that in part 2 of this video. But again, it's nice to be back. I'm at the waterfront again, just doing some video on the outside. I'm gonna do part 2. You're gonna probably see the same type of video again, but I'll upload it maybe in about a week or so. And if anybody wants me to do any expose on any of these Filipina who are scamming these foreigners, please let me know. Unfortunately, putting up their photos is something that's going to get the video knocked off, or it's going to create a problem, so I can't put their videos up. But all I can do is try to implore foreigners that when you think you found a girl and you're posting up on TikTok that you're coming here to meet her and so on, be very, very wary. So again, thanks again for viewing. I really appreciate you guys who have held out to the end of this video. It's like 15 minutes, but I'm gonna have a part 2 shortly. Thanks again for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. I always appreciate your indulgence. Don't forget to hit the bell notification button so that the algorithm can get the videos to the right people. Thanks again, and everybody have a great day from the Philippines here, from beautiful Cebu, and I'll talk to you again shortly.